I met on Twitter was Bad Poet, who some of you know, James and I. And over the years, James and I have had an interesting relationship to the point where we decided to set up a Twitter account called Cosmologeria. And the way this account worked was we had to tweet 3 words to each other and then write a tweet that had those 3 words in it. And we had to do that consecutively. There was no time scale around it. We could do it as quickly or as short as, take as much time as we wanted to over it. But we just had to do that. And we just kept responding. And we built up a sequence of, for want of a better word, verses. And during the lockdown, James and I had a number of Zoom meetings because I wanted to see him and talk to him and speak to him about his work and vice versa. And I suggested to James, because James has also entered into the visual poetry world, that we illustrate this poem that we created on Twitter. And he said, yeah, I'll do that. So we've both created a series of visual poems in response to this poem, and we're now seeking a publisher for that book, which is called Courtyard. I'm going to read some of the tweets from that account, and so is James. James has recorded his voice reading from Cosmologeria. I haven't heard this yet, so I'm going to play it and listen to it at the same time as you're listening to it, and read in response to it in a way that sort of feels right. I don't know how long this is going to take. Is there a limit to time?
There definitely is, my friend. Yeah, there's always a limit to time.
Stop at some point, that would be great.
Are you sure you want me to shout stop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Poem is a blunt razor nicking your flesh as you drag it over your skin in an attempt to produce a bony-faced smoothness. It leaves marks.
A full stop.
A poem is a
silence,
filled
a zero, a nothing. Suddenly hot,
a
iron, gyroscopic, visible, weaving into an elephant, photon, tusks, fire trunk, warping. In every illusory kitchen,
a poem
milk
is the
boils over as this hideous gaseous mass, resonant with quark, stretching stench, and plastic emptiness, splits.
A poem is an amalgamation of
geometry elbows through the breach,
should I say,
devises,
rhythms,
laws. His wisdom is a ruler, measuring the mutable. Gravity kicks back, pours out a burning amount of Molotov cocktails. Urgent, liquid starlight, infinite in solidarity. Time becomes a mad fan.
is not what you think it is.
Geometry stretches everything, where every tone punctuated with
This
stars.
poem
Time
God
glows,
Barney.
supernova smoke rings,
This
her
poem
red
sleeps
ovary
sometimes.
throbs. A disturbance. Geometry and gravity take her in sensitive ways. Composed, she eggs them on, ticks them off. Their filmy seed coats her erotic.
This poem is an excessively long
Time
pause.
broods over the growing sphere. A halo of nuclear fission crowns her blissful end thoughts, forming, coagulating, hot as terror. Electric with ecstasy, she squeals static, unmoved by this union.
This poem wants
Raising
to
a
be
champagne
something.
supernova glass to
It
toasted
wants
lips,
to
she
be a
calls
fridge
for
full
a
of
runt.
or an amphibian arsehole excreting green popping corn.
drunken spirals, an octopus spilling over the fury of the
This poem makes other poems that like they have
each
something
nascent
important
particle
to say about
character assigns a letter. It drains energy. Gravity plunges this girl
This
into
poem
the with its rubber
has
sucker
blue
lips.
teeth.
Energy plays hard to get difficult to hold on to.
like a quick. Oh, I mucked that up.
Wormholes. Moving lines, galaxies, stanza, universe, poem, glamorous stars, read fortunes in jewels of
Unless
nuclear
you
fission.
taste it.
Energy is the space hag's performing jester. Who
This
is
poem
the
is
interstellar
toasted.
crone? She is
Also
Number,
cheap
the cruncher. Does she count?
It's a
What a
dust
dichotomy.
mote floating
Number
in
connects with
fibrous
geometry.
atmosphere.
Soon they're interstellar sexting stars.
This poem exhibits self-destructive tendencies.
Criminal minds plot rigid physical laws.
Stop.